Okay, this is the waveform of the phase measurement unit. This is the voltage waveform. Okay, and this is the current waveform. Okay, now the main function of phase measurement unit is a device to estimate or calculate magnitude and phase angle of the electrical phase quantity or electrical phasor quantity. For example, voltage and current. What is the voltage? This is the voltage waveform and this is the current waveform. Is a electrical phasor quantity, and in electrical grid we have to need magnitude and phase angle of the voltage and current. Then the whole concept of voltage and current can be measured with the help of phasor measurement unit. Okay, now this is the concept of phase measurement unit. But in phase measurement unit we have to need time. Okay, time. Then also required, and this time is required for the synchronization. That means continuous waveform. This is the continuous waveform. Okay, this is the continuous waveform of the voltage, and in which we have to need time. That means time is reciprocal of the frequency. Okay, that means this is the frequency. For voltage we have to require 50 Hz frequency, and current we have to require 60 Hz, because in phase measurement unit we have to need voltage and current for electricity grid, and also in which we have to require time source, that is time measured in millisecond. Okay, this is the time measured in millisecond, and this time millisecond required for synchronization. That means continuously operate voltage of the electrical grid, and also require current. Now this is the relationship between voltage and current, and this relationship can be measured with the help of phasor measurement unit, that is called as PMU. Now in university exam we have to need block diagram of the phase measurement unit. Previous lecture I have shown the phase measurement unit block diagram, and this is the waveform of the phase measurement unit. Also, now in phase measurement unit we have to use concept of synchronization. That means continuously operate in the form of cycle, that is positive cycle, negative cycle of the voltage and current. Then also the phase measurement unit can be synchronized with the help of GPS, that is global positioning system. Okay, now the whole system of the phase measurement unit can be controlled with the help of time. Also we have to require GPS. Also the time required for the phase measurement unit and GPS. Okay, now this time is called as synchronized real time, and at that instant we have to measure or calculate time. Okay, then also at that instant phase quantity is very important. When you have calculate real time measurement, at that instant you have to require exact voltage and current, also require frequency for phase measurement unit. Okay, now this is the concept of phasor measurement unit. The main advantage of the phase measurement unit is require measure the phase angle and magnitude of the voltage. Okay, this is the block diagram of the phase measurement unit. Okay, then in which this is the GPS, that is global positioning system. This is receiver, and also in which we have to use modem, and this modem is connected to the CPU or any other desktop or laptop. Okay, now this whole system can be controlled with the help of computer. Okay, now also the analog input the analog input, that is analog signal is given to the filter. The main function of anti-aliasing filter is remove the disturbances in analog signal, and analog signal can be converted into purified analog signal, and this purified signal is given to the input of the A to D converter. The main function of A to D converter is convert analog signal into digital signal. Okay. Then also this digital signal is given to the in the form of 0 to 1 to phasor microprocessor, and the whole microprocessor can be operated with the help of 0 to 1 digit. Okay. Then some changes occur in signal. Then this signal can be oscillating with the help of phase lock oscillator. Then this signal required for the GPS, and GPS receiver can receive the signal in the form of oscillating frequency, and this GPS can be operated with the help of oscillator. And finally GPS receive signal from this sending and station. Okay, and this modem can be operated with the help of phasor microprocessor. Okay, now this is the block diagram of the phase measurement unit, and this phase measurement unit totally depends on GPS system. Okay, this is the concept of phase measurement unit, and this is the satellite. Okay, this is the satellite. Okay, this is the satellite concept. Okay. Okay, now the phase measurement unit concept mostly used in transmission line system. Okay, also in transmission line it required voltage and current, but at that instant the magnitude of the voltage is higher in transmission line as compared to the distribution system. For example, 12 kV and 500 kV, this is the magnitude of the higher voltage. Okay, that means in which we have to require accurate measurement of the phase measurement unit system, and also in which we have to need precision value of the voltage, because precision value means we have to require accurate value to improve the accuracy of the phase measurement unit. Okay, now this is the exact concept of the phase measurement unit, but also in which we have to measure phase angle, and the phase angle error is very affected the whole system of the phase measurement unit. Then the error of the phase angle we have to consider plus 1 degree to 0.0 degree. Okay, this is the phase angle measurement vary from plus 1 to as equal to 0.05 degree. This is the phase angle measurement. Okay, now this is the exact concept of phase measurement unit. Then next point is smart substation. Okay, now in smart substation we have to need intelligent devices. Okay, now in which in smart substation whole system is required more reliable, then efficiency of the substation is very important, then also require real time monitoring system, also require control system. These are the important points and important concept is required to improve the capacity of the smart substation. Okay, also in smart substation we have to need substation device, that is for example intelligent electronic devices is very important in smart substation also require intelligent function. Okay. Then also in smart substation we have to need intelligent analysis for alarm processing. That means alarm indication is required for the fault detection. Then also required bad data processing, that is require pure data. Also require substation require auto restoration required. Then remedial action required. Then predictive action required. Then emergency state estimation required. Also require maintenance. Also require time management. Also require skill and knowledgeable person is required for the smart substation. Also require physical safety. Okay, these are the important function is needed for smart substation. Okay. Okay, this is the system structure of the smart substation. Okay, then the system of the smart substation can be operated with the help of SCADA system. Okay, and this SCADA system can be controlled with the help of intelligent electronic devices, and these intelligent electronic devices can be controlled with the help of remote terminal unit. Also, in whole system of the smart substation can be controlled with the help of local area network, that is LAN network, and this LAN network range is 10 MB per second to 100 MB per second is required for SCADA system to substation. Also, in which we have to need require switch for LAN, that is also require Ethernet LAN, also require serial communication, that is for example receiver sending cable, that is RS-232 cable required. Also require control area network for switch. Okay, then also require intelligent electronic devices to improve the capacity of the smart substation. Okay, also require network in the form of wireless network, Bluetooth network, Zigbee network, then CDMA network, and HSPD network. These are the 5 types of the network. These are the very important network to improve the performance of the smart substation. Also require host controller, that is require human is required for the as a host controller, that is human machine interface, that is HMI is required for to control whole system. Okay, then also require smart substation can be controlled with the help of control terminal, and this whole system can be controlled with the help of human machine interface. Also this SCADA system can be controlled with the help of HMI, that is human machine interface. And finally whole system of the smart substation can be controlled with the help of human machine interface. This is the system structure of the smart substation, can be operated with the help of local area network. Okay, this is the local area network, and range of the local area network is 100 MB per second to 10 MB per second to 100 MB per second. Also network required for the whole system is wireless LAN network, Bluetooth, Zigbee, CDMA network, and HSPD network. This is the system structure of the smart substation. Now we can stop here. Okay, please don't leave the meeting. I am taking the attendance.